Hey y'all, this is going to be part 2 of the video I did the other day where it cut off before I poured. I've made several more sets since then, and I think I might finally have it down to a science, my own science. Here I made some buttons, but I put beads in them. These teeny tiny beads that I have no use for, so I put them in the buttons. I think these are great. I love these. So now I'm going to make some green ones. That's my favorite color. The beads are, you know, just, I think they're called seed beads. And like I said, I had so many, but just put them in the mold, you know, just drop them in there. But now these teeny tiny buttons, if you leave the beads on top where the buttonholes are, the beads are going to stick up higher than the buttonhole, and you know, that's not going to work. So what I do, I just put them in the rim, because it's a deeper well. So I just move all these to the rim. That's what I did in these little ones. And see, they're still cute. Looks like some kind of floaty for a pool or something, right? So just, yeah, put those in the rim. And I didn't count the beads, just drop them in there, however you want them to look. That one bounced out. I hope my head's not in the frame, because I haven't even brushed my hair today. It's early for me. So some of these I haven't moved around. There's a piece of lint in that one. There it goes. Okay. Funny thing is, the other day I made red buttons. They didn't work out so well. I'm not sure why. But there were 3 of them stuck in the mold, in these little molds, and they were stuck in there for several days, so I just worked around them. And then today, finally, they were ready to pop out. They were still very ooey gooey. They're not usable. I actually had to throw them away. I was just glad they finally wanted to come out of the mold. Okay, so there's that. I think they look pretty good, pretty even. Put some of those in the wells. I ordered some more button molds, so I'm excited to get those. I got them from Etsy, from a woman here in the U.S. This mold I got on eBay from China, so I couldn't get any more. So I'm going to mix again, just because I found a better way to do it than I did the other day. I'm going to use 2 of these cups, put the hardener in one, the resin in the other. I'm still going to eyeball it, but with the cups, you can see through them. You know, I can kind of see that I've got enough or that I don't have enough, you know. And I know I told y'all last time this stuff was really expensive, and I even had a friend say, no way, I'm going to pay that price. I don't blame you. I mean, if you're not going to make, but you don't have no interest in this, yeah, there's no use in it, but it goes a long way if you enjoy doing. I got too much in here. This is a little tool that was made for sculpting clay, but it works great because when I first started making buttons, I wanted to make molds out of clay. That was an epic fail. Yeah, it's a clay molding set is what these are, and there was another one in here. I don't even remember what it looks like, but I've got it somewhere. But this works good. Now from the time you pour your mixture, you have 2 minutes to mix it together. I guess it'll start to harden. One day I had like 1 inch left in the cup, and I was like, you know, I'm not wasting that. So I put it in the refrigerator thinking if heat makes it harden, the refrigerator wouldn't do anything to it. wrong, it made it harden as well, so I ended up having to throw that away. Okay, so we're going to mix, and we're just doing clear. You know, the other day I did color. I'm kind of stuck on doing the beads now, so we just do the beads in clear. Just mix it thoroughly. Excuse me. Okay, now for the tiny beads, I found what works best, or the tiny buttons. I'm going to keep saying beads, I'm sorry. What works best is just to put some on this little spatula thing and just drop it in there off your spatula, because then hopefully you won't get too much. I'm still getting too much, like in these. The buttonholes aren't even open, but I have something I can use to open the buttonholes. So I've got to work on that. I don't, you know, try to get it down to the right amount that I need for the little buttons. I hope y'all can't hear the TV. I didn't think to turn it off. And I also found out that if I get too much in one, like, I'll just do it on purpose so I can show you. Like, you can tell that's too full. You probably can't see it, but I can. So what you do is just scrape it over into the next mold. Just scrape it over there. It's not going to mess anything up if you just scrape it over. So I'm going to pour into the big molds. And what I do, I just pour it on top. I let it flow where it's going to flow, because this table is a little uneven, but I can fix, you know, I can fix the button molds. So just pour it in there, because it's going to have to fill in. It's going to slowly fill in to all the holes in your beads, because, you know, your bead has a hole in the middle. So all that's got to fill in, and if you drip it, like right here on the mold where it's not a button, it comes off really easy once it's hard. I don't even mess with it until it hardens. I hope y'all can see this. I tried to zoom in so that you would be able to see. Okay, I can already tell you I got too much in that when I see it piling up, so. And if you drip it on your table or something, I forgot to get a paper towel before I started this, but just use my hand for now, but it wipes out too, so it's not a big deal. So I'm going to move some of this one over, and it's going to move your beads. You can put your beads back in place. See, yeah, it moved my beads, but yeah, I guess the hardest part is trying not to get too much in. I'm sorry, y'all. Try not to get too much in, or your buttonholes close up, and that defeats the purpose of a button. So now I just kind of watch them. I let it settle. You know, there's a bunch of bubbles. Those will come out. You can pick them out, or they just come out. You really don't have to. So you can see how it's settling, and you still have empty spots without. I got a napkin right here. Sometimes you can just move it around. Like I say, you just want to try to be sure. Now, see, this is really a candy mold. That's my first problem. But I was determined to make it work, because I really wanted to make buttons. The other molds that I've ordered are actual button molds. And these button knobs, the 4-prong button knob that stick up, those really stick up high. So I'm not going to have this problem on the next mold, which is good. I'll show y'all that one too when I get it. So this one looks like I didn't even pour anything in yet. Oh, I didn't, because I scraped it over from the other mold. Yeah. Crazy me. But I found out too, if you keep your buttons thin, which is what you have to do in this mold to get the buttonholes to be open, it takes about 12 hours. Because I poured these last night at 6, and this morning when I got up, they're hard. Oh no, they're hard. So they're ready to go. I show all the buttons I make on my blog, so I'll put a link to that. That might. It's looking a little thick. I'll be glad when I get more molds too. That way, the extra that I have, because although that's not much, it would make 3 or 4 buttons, and I hate to waste. I hate to waste anything. So I think these look pretty good. Trying to decide if I need to pour any more in. I think that's good. Yesterday I made pink glitter buttons. They were really cute. I thought they turned out great. These are all the buttons I've made so far, which I've showed, but the pink glitter ones, I think they're just very, very cute. So that's it. So this is the second part to my first video of pouring into the molds. Bye.